friends, welcome back to my channel. It is time for us to talk about my December Play by Sephora box. I've had this for a little while. I've opened it and I'm glad I opened it. I will tell you guys why. I haven't been able to film because natural light in the month of December has been super hard for me to come by. So I'm late on this and I apologize for that, but I mean, it's going to be great. So this month, the theme is kind of like, oh, what fun, very like December-y theme. I'm really excited about the things that are in here. First, we got this really intense like sample. This is the, I think it's NU Nude Advanced Renewal Age Defying Skincare. It's a serum, but they gave us 7 in here. So essentially, like theoretically, you're getting 7 days worth. I feel like I've used one of these before, or it's like in my Project Skincare right now. So I don't know. I feel like this packet is going to have more than 1 day's use. Maybe like if I'm using it twice a day, 1 packet will work. I don't know, but I just think it's kind of them to think of the idea of like trying a serum out more than 1 time. So even though it's kind of strange, they did think ahead of it, which I do appreciate. The other thing we got was a perfume fragrance. This is from Viktor and Rolf. It's the Flower Bomb. I don't know about you guys, but can like, this image is burned into my head. I feel like I've seen it in every Vogue magazine I've ever looked at. I think it's a really weird image. I actually haven't smelled this. Let's go ahead and give it a whiff. Ooh, it's really, like this is like, to me, like what Macy's smells like. I feel like I smell this all the time when I go to Macy's. It honestly doesn't seem like that unique of a fragrance. It definitely has a florally note, but it's also airs a little bit on the grandma side for me, so I'll use it, but I probably won't buy it. We also got in here, which I love this. This is the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. You guys know I love me a good exfoliator. I have used this one a few times in the past between Ipsy and Birchbox, so I definitely know that I like this. I just don't ever buy Dr. Brandt products because they are so expensive. We also got in here a Makeup Forever pencil. This is the Aqua Eyes. It's in the color just black. Let's see if I can pop the top off. It's a super creamy pencil, but what I'm surprised by is it's not, to me, the darkest black when you get up close to it. I mean, it definitely doesn't seem as opaque as I would imagine, but I do have to say I like that this isn't super large, just because I prefer more of the felt tip or gel type of eyeliners. I'm not a big fan of pencils, but this seems like a manageable pencil size. They also included in here the Fresh Sea Berry Moisturizing Face Oil. This is a really nice size. This is like what they do for 100 Point Perks at Sephora. I have used this before. I think it's a pleasant face oil, but for me, I have come to find I've been using the Maracuja oils from Tarte. I had like 3 of those deluxe size bottles, and I'm just not sold on face oil. I think I prefer serums and toners over oils. I don't know. I know that oil is good for your skin, but it just feels weird putting oil on my face. I don't know. I just am kind of weird about it, but I will definitely use this sample. And then the last thing we got is this Smashbox Full Exposure. These are, I don't know if these are what exactly the names. I don't know if it's like S3, M3. I don't know if that's what it's referring to there, but this is why I was glad that I opened my box. This came, and these 2 shadows are really pretty, but you can see here that one of them came to me kind of busted. So I got to experience what the Sephora customer service is like for these boxes. I didn't know how to approach this because on my Sephora account, you don't see these boxes on there. So whatever they're doing right now for their test run is not being linked up to my like Sephora Beauty Insider account, my VIB account. So I had to Google what exactly to do, and they had a customer service number, aka just the Sephora customer service number. And on the website in the FAQs for this, they mentioned that there are 2 options. You can either be given a like same sample or a comparable sample, or they can refund you the price of the box. They can't do anything else aside from that. But when I called and I talked to the woman about that, she told me that they actually can't send you any replacement samples. The only option is you can go to your Sephora store and see if they have this exact same sample. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have never seen it in my Sephora store, especially because I go to a really small one in Boston. There's like a dinky little one compared to the one in Maine, but even the one in Maine, I've never seen them have samples like this available for the consumer. Not even like 100-point perks like this I've never seen. So I knew that that wasn't going to be an option. So I said to her, I said, well, on the website it said this. And she didn't seem to know that policy of the two options of being either given a new sample or being refunded the box. So she was like, well, since you like don't think your store is going to have it, why don't I just refund you? So they refunded me the money and let me keep my box. I don't know if that is the status quo, if that's what they would ordinarily do, because like I said, the woman didn't seem to, she was very pleasant and very kind, and she didn't like think I was lying to her, but she didn't seem to be very educated on the Sephora Play Box, which doesn't necessarily surprise me because they're only doing this in certain areas as a test or a trial. I was just really happy that they were able to compensate me in some capacity. I didn't necessarily need my box to be refunded. So, I mean, it worked out for me in the end, but I definitely think it's something that if Sephora is going to roll this out nationwide, they need to figure out a process for that, because it didn't seem to be something that they were very clear cut on their website or with their customer service personnel. So I don't know. Like I said, I was happy with it. I am going to obviously use this. I've always been really curious about these because I have heard a lot of really mixed reviews, especially with the double exposure and the full exposure palettes, from people, whether like they're worth the money or not, or worth the quality or not. And I have to say, like, these seem like okay shadows. They don't seem like the world's best shadows ever. So I don't know. I'm just really happy to have, like, it's a really nice size of eyeshadow. Bummed that it broke, but at the same time, like, I was very much compensated for that. One other thing that I haven't mentioned about the Sephora Play Box is inside the little booklets that they come with where they explain more about the product, they have a couple of really cool features. For example, you can scan this page and on your phone will bring you to the actual product page, which is pretty sweet. The other thing is that at the very back, we have something called the Keep Playing or the Play On box. It says, struggling with styling, confused by the cat eye, haven't mastered your cleanse, bring in your Play Pass. So it's just like this plastic card. And it says, learn how to apply this month's products and get all of your questions answered. Plus, you'll also get 50 extra Beauty Insider points with any in-store purchase. So essentially, like, this gives you the ability to like have one-on-one assistance. I haven't actually tried that. I think I will do that in January if I have the time. Like I mentioned, my store in Boston that I go to is a really small store, but the women in there are really friendly and really nice, and it's, you know, pretty busy in there, but if you go at the right time, I definitely think I can get some good service. So I'll let you guys know, hopefully in January after I get my box, I'll open it and go to the store and kind of give you guys a detail on like how it went for me. But that's it for me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this box and on your thoughts on their customer service and how they handled everything, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.